The biggest problem in blockchain right now isn't speed or gas fees or even user adoption. It's actually coordination. So every second, millions of on-chain events happen across different blockchains, but they don't actually talk to each other. So each chain effectively becomes a silo, and each kind of contract is also static, and every cross-chain process actually depends on these external relays and servers or bots. So this is the problem that Reactive Network is solving, because this is the world's first EVM compatible execution layer that's built entirely for cross-chain coordination. So it lets smart contracts detect, think, and react automatically across any chain. So the breakthrough is pretty simple. Reactive contracts actually don't wait for you to click confirm. They don't need off-chain servers or bots. They operate autonomously, triggered by live data and multiple chains. So imagine a DeFi protocol that automatically adjusts its yield when liquidity moves on Arbitrum, or a game that reacts to NFT sales happening on Solana. All of it executed on-chain in real time and with no middleman. So that's Reactive's magic, right? It turns smart contracts into living, responsive systems. And React Network itself, it's got a really interesting history, because it's a fork of Git, which is also a fully EVM compatible protocol, but it's actually been completely redesigned for parallel event-driven execution. And just kind of how to simplify it is, you have a reactive node which subscribes to multiple blockchain networks, and it monetizes live event logs in real time. And when an event occurs, the node triggers a React EVM, a dedicated micro environment to run custom logic. So the result is executed on chain autonomously, and every user can actually, or dApp really, can have their own React VM running independently and in parallel. So this parallelism, right, means Reactive can process thousands of operations at once without clogging the main network. And each Reactive contract actually has two states: the on-chain instance on the Reactive network itself, and you also have the Reactive VM instance constantly reacting to subscribed events. And together these form a dual system that gives Reactive both decentralization and real-time awareness. So this is what is truly unique about the project, and why it is different from other cross-chain relays, because these bridges, or can kind of pass messages or tokens between chains, but they can't think, right? So they can't execute logic autonomously. So Reactive does what no relayers can. It actually detects and computes and also executes logic across multiple chains in real time. This turns its blockchain into a passive ledger, from a passive ledger rather, into this active coordination layer that's capable of managing, liquidity and risk and events across ecosystems automatically. And it's a coordination layer, right? So that's why people are calling it the Reactive, the TICP or IP of a blockchain, the layer that could finally unify the entire Web3 ecosystem. And what's really interesting is the token React, which powers everything. The token utility for this particular ecosystem is really, really interesting. So at the heart of it is React token, and the token fuels and the entire Reactive network. And there's gas fees, right? So every transaction, every event trigger, every computation runs on React. And the more activity across chains, the more demand for React gas, right? So you also have staking and validator rewards. Validators look, they lock this React to help secure the network, verify transactions, and earn block rewards in return. And you can stake or lock your React to participate, and it's just as simple as that. That's why I kind of like how they're doing their staking here. You know, you also have the fee burns. 100% of all the network fees are burned permanently. That means more of the network, the more the network is used, obviously the lower the total supply becomes over time, creating a deflationary economy, which is what you want with any particular successful token ecosystem, right? So part of the emissions also are used to fund developers, launch new apps, bring liquidity, and run hackathons. So unlike inflationary tokens that actually tend to decay over time, React's value compounds as adoption grows, and each new integration, each new partnership adds more utility, burns more supply, strengthens the ecosystem. The clean tokenomics and the community first approach that they're taking is really what's making me rally behind React. There's something here that's different that you don't often see in a lot of projects. There's no venture capital allocations here, no hidden team locks, and no insider dumps. You can go check out the chat yourself and see what the token has been doing. It was built by the original Pasika team, right, who've been innovating in blockchain infrastructure since 2018, and in March 2025 the PRQ token migrated 1-to-1 to React, which is the new token, marking the chapter for a proven long-term team. And the supply is transparent, the distribution is community driven, and the team is aligned with the network's long-term success. No short-term speculation. I think React really looks healthy. If you look at the chat, strongholders, consistent accumulation, and growing on-chain activity. The community isn't just active, it's loyal. And I think things are starting to get really, really exciting, because every chain that Reactive integrates doesn't just add value to it, it multiplies it, and the power of coordination compounding is at effect here. Currently they're supporting Ethereum, Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche Base, Arbitrum, Sonic, Hyper EVM, Abstract, Linear, and every new connection expands the mesh exponentially, enabling more contracts, more automation, more transactions, all paid in React token, with partnerships stacking up. Reactive's ecosystem growth is accelerating, guys. Just check out what is going on the interwebs when it comes to people really reacting to how this project is moving along greatly. And as the network continues to scale, I think token utility is just going to become much more apparent. Check out their roadmap. It's very exciting. There's so much going on, and I'm here to kind of give you all the updates, guys. So let me know what you guys think. If you want to get started, make sure you check out the links in the description and really see why I think this one is special. Every crypto has its story. DeFi, NFTs, AI, but this time the narrative is smart contracts 2.0, contracts that think. React is potentially positioned here really at the center of a narrative and utility that is super dope. Clean tokenomics, compounding, network effects. It's community owned, rich narrative. I think it's gonna go to the moon. Go check out all the links in the description and see what this project is all about. Peace, love.